lot of the similar positions, for us at GE Water exist the same. We have a production facility here with over 500 employees, and we have 2 and 3 shift operations. And a lot of them are chemistry-based operations. They're very mechanical. And so having that science background and looking for opportunities that get your foot in the door to take on a second or third shift, or to start in the production area and learn literally the business from the ground up. When I started a few years ago, the first hiring position was an applications engineer. And we were a small water treatment company at that time. And that was your entry-level position, where you develop proposals and design processes in support of field salespeople, but that's how you learn the business. And I think there's a lot of companies with that business model out there. We still have that model. We still hire application engineers. They tend to be experienced now because of the maturity of the water business, but occasionally we will hire someone who shows leadership potential. They talked about the spark. Showing that you have the ability to be hands-on, manage projects, be a future leader is a really important thing to demonstrate for that first job, because that is what we're often doing. Is we're not just hiring to run that first test bench or that first prototype. We're hiring someone that can come in, learn the business, and then we can put to run projects and make a bigger impact, hopefully, than the salary of what we're paying. And so we don't want to go through the exercise of hiring someone, teach them all about doing extractions on a lab bench for passing a certain quality test. We want to see that they get that part of the chemistry, and then they can move into improvements and new products. And so that's a really important thing in that first job. And when you come into manufacturing through shift, or you come into a lab where you're running a test bench, or you're driving a cleaner, that is really just, you're going to be your first experience. Some of my first experiences were startup systems over the weekend in Pennsylvania. But I came back from that experience, and I now know more about our technology than anybody else in my group. And so, in 6 months later, I got another opportunity because of that experience. You're looking for that experience, whether it's in manufacturing or production or a lab.
And then most recently, my work with Mike has been on test technicians, where we will take somebody and use them to drive a machine on the floor and do 3,000 passes on a floor tile. It doesn't get much more mundane than that, with paying a guy or a gal, and you got your headphones on, and you don't really understand what you're doing until we get 3,000 cycles, and then we look at floor finish, thickness on a floor tile, and how that impacts the overall cost of maintaining the facility, or looking at carpet fiber under SEM and finding out how much chemical is left on that carpet that retracts or holds soil. Those are the things that we look at just from a fresh out of school perspective.